And hello there again, RosterWatch Nation. It's your friendly neighborhood trash man, back with another startling piece of content. This time I'm continuing with my rookies with immediate fantasy impact potential. Last time I talked about running backs. This time I'm going to be talking about wide receivers with little competition in front of them. Each of these first year receivers are primed to go big in fantasy in just their first year as pros. I'm going to start off with TrailonBerks of the Titans. Burks has the enviable position of possibly entering the season as the number one receiving option, and a Titans offense that, though predicated on the run, also forces defenses to focus primarily on their dominant backfield, or really one man in particular, Derrick Henry. Henry is the tour de force that must be stopped at all costs, leaving Burks and a 30-year-old Robert Woods, who was returning from an ACL tear, to lead the Titans receiving corps. Burks is a bullish pass catcher who's built like a running back and will be used as such in addition to his receiving role. A potential asset in PPR formats and otherwise, Burks has built-in touches slated from the get-go and a dearth of competition behind him, or in front of him for that matter. After that, we have Drake London of the Falcons. If the Falcons still had Matt Ryan at the helm, I'd say London was the best bet for rookie wide receiver production this season. Marcus Mariota is a far cry from Matt Ryan, but he should suffice in acting as a stopgap until rookie quarterback Desmond Ridder can get his legs under him. London is a big body with suitable speed and excellent leaping ability in the mold of, say, like a Mike Evans. He and tight end Kyle Pitts should garner the most targets in the Falcons' offense in 2022, unless Cordero Patterson becomes more of an actual pass catcher for Atlanta this season, which he might. In any case, London is in line for an offensive Rookie of the Year campaign on a team that will be playing from behind more often than not. After London, we have Chris Olawale from the Saints. Olave is the most NFL ready of this lot of receivers, though he isn't on a top tier offense. I truly believe you can line up Olave anywhere on the field and he'll thrive. Multifaceted in this that will pay off on a talent-starved Saints offense, at least as far as the receivers are concerned. Michael Thomas has only played in 7 games the last 2 seasons, and if he misses more time this season, a very real possibility, Olave will be the de facto number 1 wide receiver for the New Orleans Saints. Quarterback Jameis Winston isn't very accurate, as we all know, but Olave is a quarterback's best friend as he can adjust to the ball really well, and Winston won't be afraid to test Olave's 4.38 downfield speed. Whether or not Thomas is ready to go when the season starts, Olave will be a major component of the Saints offense from day one. Let's take a break for a second just to talk about Underdog Fantasy. Through their slick mobile app and user-friendly site, you can join a league and draft a team in minutes. Plus, the folks at Underdog are going to help you get started with a deposit match of up to $100 in bonus cash when you sign up and make your first deposit with the promo code ROSTER. Sign up for Best Ball Mania 3. It's their biggest prize pool ever, an Underdog for $10 million. So just visit UnderdogFantasy.com, the App Store, or the Google Play Store. Sign up with the code ROSTER, and Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code ROSTER. And let's continue with our wide receivers with immediate fantasy impact potential. Next up, we have Christian Watson of the Packers. Watson only has Allen Lazard and Sammy Watkins to compete with right now for a starting spot in an Aaron Rodgers-led offense. The Packers may add help in the form of, say, an Odell Beckham, Julio Jones, or Jarvis Landry, but Beckham would be the only one of them I would really worry about potentially eating into Watson's action. An intriguing size-speed combo. We watched Watson get open with regularity at the Senior Bowl with his 4.36 wheels, and his imposing height makes him a primary red zone option for Rodgers right off the bat, who will be eager to find a new love connection now that Devontae Adams is a Raider. After Watson, last but not least, or maybe least, we have Velus Jones of the Bears. I know maybe you thought I was going to put Garrett Wilson in there, but I'm not, because he plays for the Jets. And he actually has a lot of competition there at the wide receiver position. Have you forgotten that Elijah Moore is already there, that Braxton Berrios is already there, that Corey Davis is already there? I think will make an impact, but maybe not as much as some of these guys. Someone who I do think will make an impact in his rookie year is Velus Jones of the Bears. You know, the Trashman had to throw a little garbage on the heap, but Jones may not be as much of a long shot as he seems. Well built with 4.31 speed. Jones is the only wide receiver help the Bears added in the draft to go along with Darnell Mooney and Byron Pringle out wide. Neither Mooney or Pringle are number one receivers in truth, so there's room for Jones to make headway there. But the Bears also plan on using Jones in a multitude of fantasy-relevant ways. He'll be implemented out wide, in the slot, out of the backfield, and in the return game for Chicago. Jones stands to return serious value in PPR formats and leagues that give points for return yardage. So there you have it. My top rookie wide receivers with immediate fantasy impact potential. I know there's probably going to be some controversy about some guys who aren't on this list, but, you know, Trashman kind of thrives on that kind of stuff. Anyways, if you like what you're hearing, if you like what you heard, give us a follow. Join us at rosterwatch.com. And until next time, be ready.